And another thing is, like, whole time though, when people like go out of their way to hurt you, it's like they want to hurt you before you hurt them. And then the joke be on them, because like I never planned on hurting you. I was about to bless your life. Like, people really be going out the way, like, hurt people, be trying to hurt people, and I'm like, I'm not, that ain't me. Like, no matter what I've been through in my life, like, I know there's always something better ahead. So why would I try to sabotage that? People are very good at sabotaging. Like, I'm not about to sabotage something that could be good. I'm gonna let you have enough rope. I'm gonna give you enough rope to hang yourself, but at the same time, like, if you hang yourself, that's on you, right? Like, nobody, I'm not here to send out bad vibes or anything. Like, people be crazy, like, tripping hard. Ryan Little. Okay, so I hope y'all can hear me. I had to shift because that air is pumping and I ain't turning it off because it's hot in here, but I'm gonna start over. Okay, welcome back to my channel. Whatever, we having an impromptu conversation about lack of boundaries. I feel like over the last couple of months, at least the last 3 months for me, like, it's been hell, really, because I've been getting fed up with stuff that I never got fed up with before. Like once you get older and start like realizing that everyone has choices and everyone decides, people know what they're doing to you before they even do it. Like, they already know how they feel about you. So while we're sitting here forgiving people for the things that they've done to us, or extending grace and just overall being great people to them, they know what they're doing hurts you. And you know what? They don't care. And sometimes we be knowing that they don't care, but because of the people that we are, we just continue to extend that grace. And like, lately, I just been removing myself. I've been like seriously just done with everything and everybody, especially when I lived in Miami. Like, I was there for about 10 months with my ex, and let me tell you, I feel like the last straw wasn't even bad. Okay? The last straw for the end of that relationship, it wasn't even all that bad compared to, like, you know, another incident that probably took place while I was there. Like, the relationship itself wasn't even bad. Like, it wasn't even like there was no cheating involved. There was no, like, you know, other people involved in the relationship. It was just a simple fact that, like, you don't treat me the way I need to be treated. Like, I'm not about to wake up to somebody every day and feel like, you know, feel alone, like my partner doesn't value me. Like, I'm saying, like, I don't know, if you listen to me talk, and if I'm in a relationship with you, or even just your friend, you'll know the things that I, like, you know, that I require. And because I listen to you, like, you know what I'm saying, if I'm dating you or whatnot, I'm listening to the things that you like. I'm taking notes. Like, that's why when your birthday comes around or something like that, I'm on it, okay? Because I'm taking inventory. And that's just me. And my problem, where I fall short a lot, is the place where I fall short is I be expecting me out of other people, and I be thinking I know somebody, you know. I be having that expectations for folks, and then when they show their ass, I have the nerve to be surprised and shit. So, like, I gotta be done with that. Like I told you, I moved from Miami to Atlanta about a month ago, and literally, like, I don't know, like, life is lifing right now. And I'm not really the one to be into zodiac signs like that, but I've been Piscean a lot lately. Now that I've been paying attention, like, the stars are aligning and shit, and I will never not believe in it again. Like, I just been Piscean. I have been, like, I live literally in a fairy tale world where I believe that things should happen the way that I think they should happen, or I just in better words, I manifest the life for myself, and I be expecting it to be like, how I manifest it. And while I feel like there's nothing wrong with that, that will require me to, do a lot of adjustments and just continue to build and work on myself, which is why I've always said within the last 2 weeks, so it's not always said, that I just got to start over. Like, not no transition. It's literally just start over with myself and just begin to relearn myself, because I feel like sex has ruined my life. Like dating in general, like just connecting with other souls that are not supposed to be in your life only for a season, just connecting with other souls and just carrying them on throughout my 20s has really affected the way that I view people and how I view like opportunities, and just, it puts like a shadow on a lot of things, because you literally are carrying other folks with you throughout your journey. You know what I'm saying? So like, cut it. Like, just, I don't know. I just feel like giving yourself to people, especially during your 20s and stuff like that, it can cause like a world of confusion, because you're already trying to learn yourself. You're already trying to figure out what you want as a person. And then here you go, now trying to figure out what you want as a person along with what you want in another person. You know what I'm saying? It's just too much. It's just too much. And I just can't take it. Like, again, like I said, over the last 4 months, I've just been so fed up, because I refuse to be anywhere where my peace is, it's costly. Like, peace is everything. And so I just been going through detachment processes and just, just being okay with what's going to happen on the other side of faith, just being okay with that. Like, just giving it up and being okay with whatever happens next. Stop trying to control your present. If something didn't work out with somebody, you really, really, really wanted it to work, you were dying for it to work, and it did not work out, count it all as joy and just drop that shit. Because, like, what's the point? I'm 25 now. I don't want to be 45 and still making the same bad mistakes, making the same choices. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, and I also understand that even if it hurts now to let things go, or to just remove yourself out of certain situations, your future self will very much thank you for that. Like, I be telling my mother, like, I be like, look, make this decision now, or you're going to be crying on Christmas next year. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't know where I got that from, but make those hard decisions now, so that a year from now, you won't have to make the decision again, and stand on it. Like, and have people stand on the way that they treat you. Like, we be giving grace to these folks, and they just be like, okay. The reason that they keep doing stuff is because they know you're going to extend the grace. Like, I ain't extending shit. You're going to stand on how you're going to stand on how you treated me too. Like, I'm not extending nothing. I'm going to be cool about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be cool, but I'm not going to be like, oh, he ain't mean it, because just the hell he did. He meant it when he did it. He knew that was going to hurt you. He knew, she knew, they knew. Whatever they identify themselves as, they knew that was going to hurt you when they did it. So why continue to torture yourself? Like, you want to give people enough rope to hang themselves. And that's my problem. Like, if somebody does something to me and I'm very much offended by it, I have a habit of keep asking questions. You know what I'm saying? I got a habit of, because I be trying to understand. I be trying to figure out, why would you do that to me out of all people? Like, I be taking inventory. I be like, well, I've been so good to them. Like, why would they treat me like that? It's never about us. If you're like an empath, or you just like all up in your head, like, most of the time, people are fighting their own internal battles, and you just happen to be collateral damage. You just happen to be the one in the way, trying to save people from themselves. And people really don't even be asking to be saved. They don't be asking to be saved. And we just put ourselves out there, preparing to get crushed. preparing to get completely crushed. And I'm not letting nobody crush me no more. Like, so today, what's today? Well, today is Saturday. Well, today is definitely not Saturday. Today is technically Monday, July 18th. And I'm just going to make a promise to myself right here that we're not going to be drinking. We're not going to be drinking. We're not going to be drinking with our feelings. I'm not going to say that I'm not going to have a glass of wine or whatever here and there. But like all that drinking away your feelings and all that, just trying to not feel, that's not sexy, bro. Like healing is very much sexy. Feeling complete and whole without somebody else is very much in style. It's very much in style. Like I just want to be in a situation where I feel complete within myself. I don't need anybody else's validation. I don't need anybody else's love, really. And when I say love, I mean like, just, y'all know what I mean. The romantic love and stuff like that. I don't need that to feel like somebody, because I am. So like, it's been hard. Like, I don't know. Like, I really be having to stand on also leaving people where they at, because I be ready to come back and get them. Especially my friendships. Like, I miss my friends. But or people that I used to be friends with, and I just be like, you know what? You gotta let people stand on the way that they treated you, because they knew what they were doing, And I'm very intentional with my friendships. I am. I'm not going to call you a friend unless I would I'll be calling people friends. I ain't going to sit here and lie to y'all. But, or at least family. Like, I'm not about to sit up here and call you family or whatever if I wouldn't do anything for you. And I really be ready to go to bat for anybody. Like, I'll get in the ring with anybody for the people that I actually love. I don't care if I get beat up. Like, I be going to war for people that I love. I be going to war for other people before I go to war for myself. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, I'm very protective like that. So, I don't know. Like, I just need to get back into the rhythm of doing my own thing and just worrying about myself, because I know I don't know what's ahead of me, and I don't know, like, exactly what to expect, But I do know that God is only going to use, like, there's a saying, God just needs something to work with. He just needs something to work with. So if I'm not doing anything, he can't work with that. You know what I'm saying? I can have the faith, that God is going to provide everything for me, and I'm going to live the life that I so desire. But if I'm not putting that work in, if I'm not saying, okay, God, I want this and I really want this, you have to show him how much you want it. You have to put the work in and then let him do the rest. Like, I was moving strictly off of faith when I left my relationship, because there's nothing more that I wanted in the world at that moment. But then I realized that I wanted me back. I wanted my peace more than anything in the world. So I was just like, you or me. It's either going to be you or me, and I can't go nowhere. So, I got to give God something to work with. I know what I want. And if that requires me to be alone, completely alone, like, so be it. That wouldn't be my first choice. But yeah, I had to take about a week, and I went back home. Well, I came back home to Baltimore for like a week, just so I can screw my head back on my shoulders. Like, and I appreciate everything that everyone in Atlanta has done for me, because like, I don't want to cry, but like, being around people that actually like love each other, it just feels so different. It just feels like so not normal, because usually everyone is for themselves. But I had to put my head back on my shoulders and screw that motherfucker on tight, because I know who I'm just not her. Like, no, like, when I say I was losing it, y'all, I was literally losing it. And I know that other people go through seasons in their life where they feel not broken, but like they're in like a transitional period. I don't speak the spirit of brokenness of my life, because my ministry is not confusion. I don't Confusion is not my ministry. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's a pivotal moment, and it's all about just readjusting your crown and continue walking in your path. Like, if that's it, that's all. That's all it is. Just readjusting, using what you have, and taking it to the next level. So, yeah, I'm just getting back to me. I'm going to figure out what content that I want to create, figure out what I want for myself, and just make it work. I actually know, I keep saying I want to know, I keep saying that I need to know what I want to do for myself, but I be knowing. I know daggone well what I want for myself, like what I want to post and stuff like that, so I'll just do it. And hopefully this reaches its target audience. But yeah, that's just all this conversation was about, just finding my path again and not living by the flesh, because it's killing me. It's taking me out the game. Like, really being attached, still feeling the energy of people that I've like been with years ago, because I be feeling it. It's still on me. Like, I need to cleanse. Like, it's still on me. Like, I don't want that for myself. Especially when they didn't have the best intentions for me, or I thought they had really good intentions for me, and then I'm just carrying that, and it's showing especially when I'm drinking, it's showing, like, it's coming out. Like, those things that I thought I hid and buried away, it creeps back up. So I just need to heal that part of me, and that's why I don't want to date anybody until I heal myself. Or even, I can't even just say that I don't want to date until I heal all the way, because there's no saying like that somebody can come along and help you out with that process, but only you can make you happy. You know what I'm saying? You can't depend on anybody for your happiness, and that's where a lot of us mess up. Because if you depend on somebody for your happiness, say if they leave, which you're just not gonna be happy no more, or you're gonna cling on to somebody else to make you happy, and I just don't want that. I don't want that for me. So, but I am proud of the growth that I have experienced so far in my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I was just, I was very closed-minded to a lot of different things. Like, yeah, and I see a lot of like my friends and stuff. Everyone is at different ways in they're different stages of their lives. Some of them get married, some of them are having children and stuff like that. And while I'm watching their transition, I was just like, dang, like, life is really moving. Life is really taking off. So, like, it's just time to just focus on, your peace, and just, yeah. And I'm not about to work myself to the bone either for no job. So I'm about to focus on getting to this bag my way, so I don't have to wake up and clock in on nobody's time clock. Because it was never giving that. And I'm just not going to be so close-minded when it's time for me to date again. I'm not going to be so close-minded and have just like the vision in my head of the perfect person, because honestly, who really know? Not saying to like lower your standards, when it's time to date, but just be open, because the person that you're looking for might not even be who you be looking for. Like, I always said, and this is completely random, but I would always say that I would never date anybody with children, because, that's what society tells you. Like, they be like, that's not sexy, don't date nobody with no kids. But, like, literally, I've met some people with children, some single people with children, and they're, like, wiser beyond their years because of it. They're so much wiser because of it, and taught me so much. It's like, because you got to learn compassion when you have children. You got to learn, like, how to be a team player, like, all of those things. So I don't know. I'm ready to learn. I'm ready to live life, and I'm ready to get what is promised to me, because everyone has a destiny or whatever. I just want what's promised to me, and I know I want to be married. I want a family, and I want to have that family, foundation or whatever. But at the same time, I want to also live. I want to be able to tell my children that, hey, I lived life and I did it my way. You know what I'm saying? I went where I wanted to go. I did crazy stuff like buy a house, fully paid off house. I bought land. Y'all don't have to go work for nobody else if y'all don't want to. Y'all can work with the family business. Like, I provided opportunities for y'all, so y'all don't have to go out and find it. I provided y'all with connections so y'all don't have to start from the bottom. These are your family as well. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, family, it doesn't just mean blood. I did the work. Y'all just continue it, you know? And that's what I want. I don't want to just be sitting in dust, letting dust collect. So it was just time to make those changes. And that's what actually got me out of my relationship. It actually got me to start the detachment process, knowing that what I wanted for my future and what I wanted for my future family, God willing, if I'm ever blessed with that, you know, I know what I wanted, and I didn't see that. You know, I didn't see that in my future with giving what I was presented, you know. It wasn't giving you're going to be happy. It was giving you're going to be a single parent, or you're going to not be a single parent, but you're going to feel like you're a single parent and you're going to not be happy. So who's to say what will happen in the future? But we just got to stop accepting the bare minimum, point blank, because it's not sexy. Like, you got to stop. Like, you have to stop. Even if it hurts at the moment, that pain is temporary as hell. Okay? Like, it's temporary. It's time to do work. So yeah, that's about it for this video. And I know that I wasn't really looking in the camera. I was staring at myself the whole time, making sure my wig didn't slide back. But I definitely have work in the AM, and it's definitely midnight. It's 1 o'clock in the morning now. So I'm gonna head out. But I just want to say that if you made it to the end of this video, I appreciate you for listening to me as I navigate through this time in my life and just become a better person to myself, for myself, and just pick up my boundaries and standards and stuff like that, and live the life that I'm supposed to live, a clean life, because all this other stuff is just toxic, and it makes things much harder. It makes it hard to be happy when you're out here giving yourself to people that literally don't deserve you. People that don't deserve you. We're out here just dumbing down our light for people that never deserved us. We were the ones that told ourselves that they deserved us, and now we're mad because we said that they don't deserve us. So just live in love and light. Give love freely, but you know, set that boundary, because I ain't gonna stop sending out my love and light. But I'm gonna set that boundary, because givers are gonna keep giving and takers gonna take. But at some point, you know what I'm saying? Like, and also, before I go, I also want to say this. Don't let people feel guilty for you not giving them second chances. You know, because people know what they do to you when they're doing it. Some people get off on that. Narcissists, they get off on the fact that you're hurt. Like, if you really want to detach from somebody, don't give them no second chances to put you back in that position, because, especially if you saw me crying, because I don't be crying on little niggas. That's over for me. That's clipped for me. That's in the past. That's like, you all had to catch me before I turned 25. Okay, I'm not crying over you, bro. Like, crying over you for what? For what? I'm not crying for you. Or friendships as well. Like, because this is not just pertaining to relationships. This is all across the board. Like, don't let nobody feel guilty for you raising your standards in the way that you live your life and how you interact with them. Like, sometimes you gotta love people arm's length away. And that's not cap. If I ain't say nothing else true in this video, like, sometimes you have to love people right where they at. And that's what I'm going to take with me the rest of this year. Loving people right where they're at. Meeting people where they're at. Not saying I'm going to match their energy, because I don't want to dumb my energy down for nobody. That's not... No. But just seeing people where they at. Appreciating them, but not... Sometimes just leaving them right there. And that's it. Now I'm really about to leave y'all because y'all gonna have me tired at work tomorrow. So good night. Thank you again for watching this video, and y'all guys will see me real soon because I'm ready to start posting again. So good night.